Well, at least we had a couple players for the New York Knicks that knew how to play basketball tonight. From the top of my head, I just want to give credit to RJ. I just want to give credit to Derrick Rose. And I actually thought Nerlens Noel played pretty well for it being his first game back. Didn't even play a preseason game. But what I saw tonight was so disgusting. That was just one of the worst brands of. That was just awful. You know what the New York Knicks decided to do? Instead of being up a million points at the end of the game, let's have some reverse psychology. Let's try being down 1,000 points and see if we can come back. The New York Knicks didn't even have the lead once in this basketball game. Not once. I did tell you guys the Pacers are a better team than their record. They did play some very good basketball teams. I'm not overreacting, but we didn't play good. We fought. I don't care. Any team should fight. But that defense was just so god awful. It was just pathetic. Miles Turner, I don't know. He made like the last five threes. Maybe we should contest him out there. What the hell was Mitchell Robinson doing? Like Turner wasn't even doing anything inside in this game. All this dude was doing was killing us outside on the perimeter, and obviously he's a threat inside blocking shots or contesting shots. Kemba Walker, nothing. How many points did he have? He did a good job, like drawing charges, giving us momentum, like because we know he can't do much defensively. He did a good job drawing charges. Besides that, brick machine, couldn't hit anything. Um, Julius Randle. Julius Randle was just so freaking frustrating. I think what summed up this game for Julius Randle, yes, he had some nice moments driving to the basket. The fadeaway jumpers, it looked like we got things going. Well, it looked like we got things going like a million times in this game. You know, like we're down 5 points before you know it, the Pacers are up 11 again. We cut it to three before you know it, they're in double digits again. There was just so many times we cut it down to five, cut it down to six. They go on a run because we couldn't get a stop, and when we would get a stop, we couldn't rebound the damn basketball. This was a very, very frustrating loss. But what summed up the game was Randle not being able to post up freaking Malcolm Brogdon. That was just awful. Oh my gosh. Randle hasn't been good this season. Maybe he was better defensively, but the heart he played with last year is not showing up this year right now. It's not. Again, I'm just giving credit to Derrick Rose. I'm just giving credit to RJ Barrett. And Nerlens Noel. I thought he played decent. Maybe Obi played decent at times. Bad. We didn't have the lead once in this game. It was awful. We beat the Bulls, Cowboy X Factor. Oh, you're talking about your Mavericks? Yeah, Randall's not playing good at all. He's not. Don't be surprised if at some point we run the offense through RJ. It's early, but Randall's he's been awful. I don't care. I don't care what the stats say. I don't care that he's averaging 20. This dude looks lost out there. I don't want to say that once a Nick, always a Nick. RJ's the only one that, well, I thought Derrick Rose played well. But we got to frickin' quickly, we need to bench him, man. This might be an overreaction, but Quickly's played so bad. He has been horrible. We know he doesn't bring much defensively. We know he tries, but he's not a great defensive player. He's an okay playmaker. He's improved at that, but he can't hit a shot to save his life. He has no mid-range shot. We know he can't attack the basket. Quickly's been bad. He has. Tibbs ain't gonna do that though. He's not. Yeah, he's lost. He's nowhere to be seen right now. But Miles Turner was the story of this game. Miles Turner's never really been an extreme, like, he has shot 35% from three in his career, which is decent for a big man, or good for a big man. But he's never shot it at this high of a clip in a game. That was embarrassing. And we continue to leave him open outside on the perimeter. I thought Burks was solid. I thought he was okay. But this just was not a good game. I'm not saying the Pacers aren't a good team, but this defense is awful. We allowed dribble penetration like crazy. People were left wide open outside on the perimeter. Like, it was just awful. You could say we played hard, but we didn't play smart at all. We didn't. We didn't play smart basketball. I just don't understand why Randle settles for fadeaway jumpers. Like, he had moments that he drove to the basket. I'm like, maybe continue to do that. And we couldn't hit a three to save our lives either. We made 5 threes in this game. 5? It was like we made like 6 or 7 threes. It was awful. This is why we can't just rely on the three ball. We don't have, in my opinion, to rely on the three ball, you have to be a good 3-point shooting team. I don't think this has like, there's no like consistent players on this team to shoot the three ball that well. Kemba Walker's gone off to a like good start, but would you call him like an elite shooter? Like Fournier maybe. Randle, you can't count on him to hit threes all the time. I'm not going that far, Devin. Trade everyone, but my overreaction of the night is keep RJ, trade everyone else. Like, that's my overreaction after this game. Joshua says Randle figured out. I think he was a volume guy. Where we funneled our offense into him, we get into a rhythm, and now that we have other options. Randle's the worst guy to have in a rhythm, though. Unless he's in a rhythm. It's cool when he's in a rhythm because, he has the ball in his hands and all that. But when everyone else is in a rhythm, Randle's the worst player to have on the court because he ruins the rhythm. If RJ's on fire, Fournier's on fire, the ball movement's going to go away if he's out there on the court. He's going to be like, I don't care that you guys are on fire. ISO. Literally. RJ was a beast. Someone said RJ's going to have another 20-point game, but I was real with him. It was great. It's cool and all that RJ had another 20-point game, but we lost. That's all I care about if we win. And we didn't win tonight. We just have to hope Randle plays better. We do. You could say since that Celtics game in the first Magic game, whatever, though, Magic are terrible, but we lost to them, so I can't even say that. Randle hasn't been good. He hasn't. Quickly does look lost. But don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not blaming this game on the refs. The Knicks had to play better. Like, literally, again, every time we got close. This was literally the game. Obviously, down 11-0 at the start. Like, they would be up double digits. We would cut it to 5. Then before you know it's double digits again. Like, cut it to 3, double digits again. And we couldn't get stops. And again, when we would just allow offensive rebounds. I said we couldn't allow second chance opportunities. That's with any team, but especially this team. Yeah, I talked about the defense. The defense was awful. Defense is freaking piss poor. And this is what we're afraid of. That's going to take a step back. I don't think this offense is going to be like good enough to ignore the defense. You have to be an elite level team. You have to have like Kevin Durant. You have to have James Harden. You have to have those caliber players to ignore the defense. You have to have a Curry. You have to have a Klay Thompson. Like those level of shooters to ignore the defense. I don't think this offense is going to be to the point that it's so freaking good that we ignore the defense. Yeah, I agree. Randle kills offensive rhythm. I think he can learn that. He's a 2010 guy. I don't know if Randle will learn. Yeah, and I even checked when they beat the whatchamacallit. Don't remember when they beat the Heat. Like some of their starters weren't playing, I believe. It was just a bad game. It was. But I don't really like to be like just like all rainbows and stuff like after we take an L, but RJ Barrett, you deserve credit. You deserve credit, man. And D Rose was one of the main reasons we're in this game, as well. It was just embarrassing. Not embarrassing that it was against the Pacers. It was just. I think the Miles Turner's threes just pissed me off so much. Well, this overall game did. What's going on, Mets talking? How you doing, man? I don't think we focused too much on defense. That was our strong suit. We can't really focus on offense when you have Reggie Bullock and Alfred Payton. I agree and disagree with you. Kemba Walker is not a good defender. He could draw charges, but he's not a good defender. And Fournier is a downgrade compared to Bullock. But yeah, I agree. You can't completely blame Kemba and Fournier because the paint defense was trash too. Like we're allowing, well, you kind of put that on Kemba. He can't stop dribble penetration to save his life. Yeah, Duarte is a stud. It was a shit show, man. It's awful. How many points did Mitch finish with? Like 2, 3, because he made that one free throw. I didn't like the way Mitch played. He started off well with the 3 blocks, but his awareness was just awful. But I didn't understand it. Was I missing something? It was common sense that Miles Turner was the only thing, like the only thing he was doing on offense was shooting from beyond the arc. Excuse my language, but Giannis isn't a pussy. He's not going to take a day off. Is that game at home too? I think I'm streaming that game. I would have actually liked to see Taj out there. I heard Taj was available for this game. I actually thought Noel played well for his first game back. I woke my mom up because of that game. But we know, like, I still get pissed off. Even when I expected Noel not being able to catch the ball. But we played a healthy Pacers team today, so. Well, Jeremy Lamb was hurt, I believe. It's just awful. We weren't able to capitalize. We just weren't. Because before you know it, Goga Patadze 3, freaking Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner for 3. Like, we couldn't get a stop, or we couldn't rebound, or a stupid foul. How about the one play when RJ Barrett is clearly a flagrant in today's NBA? Obviously, he didn't mean to hurt him, but if it was any other player, they would have got that call. RJ is so disrespected by the refs, it's crazy. The Knicks, they didn't execute. They didn't play well for 48 minutes, but the refs were awful in this game. They were. Yeah, he's not taking a day off. I think they have the virus. Giannis is good, man. He deserves a great rest day on Friday. Okay, this defense is awful. I know it's just the beginning of the season. Well, we should be happy that these struggles are going on just at the beginning of the season. If this is still going on in the middle of the season, like during All-Star break or before All-Star break, then there should be a concern. Because I don't think this offense is good enough to just like ignore the defense in the playoffs and for it to be elite. Yeah, don't be surprised if Randle continues to play like shit. Don't be surprised if RJ ends up being the number 1 option. And this may sound disrespectful. Again, it is early. It is early. Again, I'm going to repeat that. If Randle continues to play like he's been playing, I'm glad we didn't give him a max contract. Because yes, we still gave him a lot of money, but his contract's flexible to trade if we want to trade him. Rose should have played down the stretch instead of Kemba. I don't understand that move. Plus, Rose was playing great D. We weren't going to win. We weren't. It was awful, man. I'll try to get you to join. Sometimes the audio just straight up messes up. So I don't. I'll try though. I'll be right back, guys, because like for some reason it cuts out when I drop the link. All right, guys. Let me just copy this link. Let me see here. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, hopefully my audio works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to kick him out, sadly. I don't know. Sometimes it just messes up. Bro, no Holiday, no Middleton, and no Lopez. All we got to do is triple team Giannis and we win. I don't think it's that simple, man. Um, Randle was really engaged on defense last year. I don't know what's going on this year. I'm just very frustrated after this game. But I dropped the link. It should work. It's just such a weird game. Wait, I'll be at the Knicks versus Bucks game because I'm in Chicago for this week. Because you're in Chicago. Wouldn't it be in Wisconsin? I think Thanasis, like Giannis's brother's starting with him, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I dropped the link. Let's talk if you want to join. Unless he's in there. I don't see him. Yeah, I'm pretty pissed too, Jay. Or I'm not even pissed. I'm disappointed, man. But it's early in the season. I guess that's a positive. Felt like D Rose played longer than 19 minutes. Maybe because he was one of the high impact guys for this team. He is the virus. Yeah, Jay. Everyone is Michael. Oh, it is? Okay. If he just wanted the bag, that's if we don't know that, but if he just wanted the bag, I want him gone. If he just wanted the bag, that means he doesn't care about the team. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We lost the Magic. We can't even say we're gonna beat the Bucks. Like some people are saying we're gonna destroy the Bucks. We freaking lost the Magic. And we almost blew a lead to the Pelicans. Like I think someone said something about like we're playing a G League team. Pelicans. I'm not saying they're a G League team, but they're young and we almost lost to them. It's just we didn't have the lead once in this game. Awful. They were killing us from three. I believe like up until the second quarter. They kind of cooled off. Mets talk in there. He said he wanted to join. Um, what's going on, devastating buckets? Yeah, just give RJ the ball, but it's not gonna happen, man. It's not, sadly. I don't think this is Randall's. I don't think this Randall slander is fair after he gave us one of the best seasons in a decade. He's been bad, but it's less than 10 games. Oh, yeah, Randall's absolutely amazing last year, and he's one of the reasons we are where we are. But Randall's been bad. He's been really bad. So he deserves this, but I agree it is really early. So shouldn't overreact. Should not overreact, but I don't know. Randall's just his IQ is so low, man. Cause not like he's the same player. It's just that his shots are not going in. All right, hopefully I hear him. Hopefully I hear him. If I don't, that would suck. All right, do I hear you?
Hello?
I hear you. I hear you.
All right, man. So first off, man, I I don't know. Mitch was doing good in the beginning.
Mhm.
So he got up to 3 star. Started off the game with 3 blocks. Then after that, he just kept Turner just kept lighting it up from the 3 point line. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. Uh, I think I don't know, man. It's just a bad game all around for the Knicks, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. By the way, make sure you sub. You can drop your link in the chat if
I
you
will.
want
I
or
will.
whatever. Make sure you subscribe to him. He had a very good Knicks video. But I would always joke with my friend like Miles Turner, he shoots all these threes, but they never go in.
Yeah,
I'm like,
never go in, right? Never.
let him shoot them. And then at the beginning of this game, like literally he couldn't miss. What he make 7 or 8
Yeah, I
threes in
think he
this
scored
game?
the first 8 points of the game for them.
Yeah, we were down 11-0. Buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. It was just awful. I know he's gonna rant in the chat, but like it seemed like Turner barely scored inside. Did he score inside in this game? It was just like all outside on the perimeter. It was just
And I think they would get an idea of that. Oh, he's just gonna shoot the ball because my problem is with it, right?
hmm
It's safe. Hello.
You're good, you're good.
All right. I think my problem is with the Raptors game. It was the same deal. OG Anunoby was just balling out, 36 points out to him, but it was the same thing with him, pick and roll, not getting back on time, knocking down threes, and then the same thing with Turner, just the pick and roll. They couldn't play. They could not stop the Pacers from going in the paint tonight. It was just a terrible defensive night for them, and I don't know, man. I'm just very frustrated with this one, man.
What were your thoughts on Julius Randle?
You
Obviously
know,
everyone's killing him right now. Are you
because
are you overreact? Well, is it overreacting? It is, but it isn't. Because he was great last year. I get it. What are we only like 9 to 10 games in? But if we're being real, he is just very so
right
frustrating
now,
right
I
now.
think he's for like I don't think he's like he's not playing like himself. Last year, what I've noticed with Julius Randle, he would usually I think he felt like he had to carry the team, right? And I think he's trying to do too much into this season. I think, but he has more play. I think because there's more of anybody on our team to get a bucket anytime he has more help. But I think
hmm
it's a competition with it's instead of a competition with him and the opposing team is more of a competition with him and like the and his teammates with points wise.
Yeah,
I think he has to learn how to like if the play's not drawn, his energy is just lost. Like the defensive wise, even offensive wise, not getting back on defense. It's just everything
yeah,
with him is not. He's not playing with enough energy. Like it's not the Julius Randle I saw last year, at all.
yeah. It was the complete opposite last year. Like Randall was playing his heart out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad this dude is a Knick because I remember
Exactly.
his first year with the Knicks. This dude seemed like he didn't care about the team at all. Like his energy was so lost. It looked like he was out of shape,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is a brand new guy. And then was it last game? It was the Raptors game. There was just moments that this dude's walking on the court. It
Fucking
looked like
yeah.
he was not invested in the game. Like I'm not sure what's going on off the court. I know he just had a child. Like we don't know what's going through his like mind, but should that affect how he's playing like on the court though? Like we
I,
know he's a human being, but like
yeah.
I don't know. It's just so frustrating watching him right now.
And like I don't know, but like Fournier, I mean, sometimes my fault, sorry, but
No,
sometimes
you're good.
With Fournier, like I think when he tries to like, because you see when he has to dribble the ball, try to create his own space.
hmm
Sometimes, like when he loses the ball, and like the other team steals it, I feel like that kills our energy too. But also Julius Randle cannot that ISO ball back and forth, like it's not gonna work at all. That's not gonna work. And Thibodeau, I think Thibodeau, what he did, because I remember we cut the lead to 2, right? I think he
hmm
should have put his starting lineup that game. As soon as he cut it to 2, after the timeout break, because I remember Indiana called timeout after we cut it to 2 points. I
Yeah,
think he should have put Lefty Rosen, put Julius Randle, RJ Barrett. Shout out to RJ Barrett. I've been telling him he's gonna have a breakout season this year. I'm telling you this year, gonna have
yes,
a
sir.
breakout season. But how much did RJ drop today? I think like he did over 20, over 20.
24. I think he hit
24,
24.
24. So these
Yeah,
past 4 games, about over 20 points. That's what I like to see. But he should have put RJ in because RJ was killing that third quarter.
yeah.
But I think that would have. I think that's what killed us. He kept the bench in with Quickly because Quickly's really struggling. I think he should have put the
Oh my
starting lineup.
god.
And
Oh,
yeah, that's mine.
I think people hopped on like the Quickly hype way too fast. Like, because there was no expectations for Quickly last year. Oh, we drafted this dude 25th overall from CBS. He got this D plus grade. Remember that? And then this dude, oh my, let's be real though. It was hard not to get excited. Like him
Yeah,
making those floaters, those deep threes. How many threes has he made this season? Like one?
like
Like it's
I
been
think
so bad.
less than I don't know, man, but he's not shooting a good clip from beyond the ring, from beyond the arc, bro. And my
Yeah.
thing is, he was a steal in the draft. He was a steal because
Hmm.
he make all rookie team, right? Second rookie,
Yeah.
right? That was a
Hmm.
steal in the draft. And we didn't have as much high expectations on IQ than we had on Julius Randle. But
Yeah.
still, he was a big part of our bench, and we just got to contribute off that. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to see what like Tibbs saw with him. Like we were all Peyton, let's be real, he
Yeah,
wasn't good. But like Emmanuel quickly, like when he was playing very well, but then you see when he's playing bad, like he's not a point guard.
yeah.
Like
I
he's
think he's
not.
trying to find his way. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like this year he's trying to find like what type of player he is. Last year it was just, like trying to fit in. He did great
Hmm.
last year, but now this year he's trying to figure out what type of player he is. That's what I think.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on Obi tonight? I thought Obi, he gave us a spark, was not so great, like towards the end. He drew that foul. He needs to start knocking down his free throws.
Yeah,
I've
I
noticed,
was just want to say that.
yeah,
But
he's shooting like 50% from the free throw line, something like that. Um, There was one moment I'm like, because I agree with you. We should have put RJ back in the game earlier. I'm
at
like,
least one starter.
yeah, I'm like, Tibbs, you can't be talking about resting. Like, I swear, if he
Yeah,
ends up
like
saying that in the press conference, you never rest anyone, so please. Like, when Obi was on, like, DeMontis Sabonis at one point, I'm like, what is this? Like, Obi, he's improved
yeah,
defensively, but if you want Obi to, like, have a challenge in this game, have it happen, like, in a blowout. Just, like, test them
yeah.
down the stretch in, like, some blowout. But this is a game, like, we have to win. Like, we shouldn't be messing around here.
And I'm
I
not gonna
thought,
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was sleeping on this on the Pacers. I was really sleeping on the Pacers. I thought we were gonna come here, get our business done, head
oh,
to Milwaukee, and let's see what happens there. But they really impressed me with their defense tonight. The way that they could penetrate and create shots from the outside and the inside. So I
yeah,
think they played. You gotta tip your cap to them, and they played really good tonight. But what I was gonna answer your question.
okay,
Obi Obi Toppin, like, bro, he's really doing better than last year. And I like
I
because
agree.
we seen none of this last year. We have seen none of this last year. And I think just seeing him like what his moves are now compared to
Oh my gosh,
his first
yes.
year, bro, it's just like he's come a long way, man. But his jump shot got to get better though. I'm not gonna lie, his jump shot has to get better.
Yeah, his jump shot needs to get better, but yeah, there's certain moves that he just looks more smooth out there in the court. It seemed like last year he would just try to go up with like a basic layup, but it looks like
Yeah.
his body control, like going to the basket's better. He's just less predictable. Like there
Yes.
was just several times like last year, I'm like, all right, you know what he's gonna do? I'm like, at least throw a pump fake in there. Like he just looks so predictable on the offensive side of the basketball. But let's get to this comment.
All right.
Um, Randall's like if LeBron was a lefty and had Westbrook's IQ.
I don't. No, I don't.
The way he, all right, sadly, the way he's playing right now, sadly. All right, Randall's got to do better. Um, always blame Randall when we lose, and if we win, give all the praise to Tips and RJ. Are you throwing shit at us? I don't know. Um, Randall with these one-on-ones is gonna work every time. What do you mean by that? Jay Sniper. But there was the time that, by the way, it was just like this game was just so frustrating. We didn't have the lead once in this
Not
game.
once. Not once.
What? So I was making a joke at the beginning of the stream because you know how we were up by like a million points in other games and just blew
Yeah.
the lead. I was like, are the Knicks trying to do reverse psychology, be down a million points,
Hold on.
and
Hold on.
then
Hold
see
on.
if.
Hold on. Hold on.
All right, all right. Randall keeps on playing like shit. I will trade Randall for Zion if he keeps playing like shit.
Yeah. I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, what was I talking about?
All
Shit.
about I think RJ. No, not RJ. Julius
Oh,
with LeBron and stuff like that.
I think I was talking about. Oh yeah, there's just so many. Like I was like, are the Knicks trying to do reverse psychology, be down a million points and then come back? Because like I actually made that joke to my friend. Like whenever we're up so many points, like gosh, we got to learn how to close out games. It's so frustrating. And I'm starting to think like we've shot the three ball much better this year. This game we were terrible though. I think we made 6 threes, which is just awful in today's NBA. we're starting to rely on that too much. I'm
And
not
don't
saying.
nah,
Go
I
ahead, go ahead.
understand. But don't you think like it's embarrassing that Turner shot better from three than our whole Knicks team?
He
Like
made more threes than our whole team, I
yeah,
think.
exactly. That's what my point. And we're
Like
like, aren't we number one in 3-point percentage in the league?
we, I think we were, yes.
Yeah, I think this game killed us. But I think we will bounce back though because we have better competition. But all I'm saying is these mistakes that are happening in the beginning of the season, that we cannot develop these habits towards like the playoffs
Yeah.
or the deep run, those playoff pushes. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I think Tim's got to work on the defense. Our defense has to get better. Like there's no excuses. He has to start like burning those legs in practice, bro. Because we have to like our defense has to get better.
I have a
That's
question for you
okay.
though, because you said the Pacers played good offense. I'm starting to think like I'm giving credit to the Pacers. Was the Pacers offense good? See, this is a tough question. Was the
Okay.
Pacers offense good, or was our defense just so bad?
I think our defense is bad.
Oh, like I'm giving credit to Kemba drawing those charges, but it's so easy to dribble penetrate on this guy.
Yeah.
There's only so much he could do though. He's not the tallest, but I was just getting so mad at Mitch because Mitch started off so well. He had that one block on Levert. I think he just snagged it out of the air, or like Levert went up and he just snatched it out of the air. So I thought he started off well, like he blocked that three outside on the perimeter. But I'm like, what else is Turner gonna do offensively? Like, how are you not
Yeah,
standing
it's like this.
outside there?
I just don't understand. Like, how did he even get that open? First of all, I understand, because I know Tibbs gonna make adjustments as the game goes on, but it
Hmm.
seems like the adjustments he was talking about in the huddle weren't like put into play because he
Yeah,
kept getting open for three. Literally, every shot that he had from three was either open or they got too late, or they recovered too late. It's like we cannot be letting that happen at all, man. Lack of
yeah,
effort, like I said.
yeah, and he wasn't the only big man that killed us from three. You saw Goga
Oh
Batas that he
yeah,
made
yep,
two threes. I'm
yep,
like,
yep.
and then in the back of my mind, I was like, for whatever reason, I have his rookie basketball card, so I kind of need him to ball out, and maybe make some money one day. So I was just like, oh, what is happening here? Because like there was times we would get stops, but they would just get rebounds,
Yeah,
like
like we
second
couldn't
chance
get a stop.
opportunities. And I'm not trying like Pacers outplayed us. We shouldn't have put ourselves in that position. But gosh, I thought the refs are terrible.
Yeah,
How do you if that was any other player, they would have got the flagrant foul.
they're
Like,
playing like they're
oh
they're
my
calling this game like it's the '90s, man. I don't know, like no calls. Like Julius Randle, I remember he drove to the paint a couple of times. Like when that
yeah.
dunk when he drove to the paint and got the dunk, like there was so much contact on that play. I was just surprised there was no call. Like the rest did a horrible job today. Horrible.
Yeah, and that's like going back to that, him driving to the basket. I wish Randall did more of that because it seemed like well, we got close like a million times,
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
never took the lead. Whenever we would get close, like there was one time, I think Randall had it near the right wing. I'm like, we're only down like 4 points. Let's see what we're gonna do here. And then he settles for a fadeaway. I'm
yeah.
like, we didn't need that. And I don't know if you noticed this one play. It made me cringe so bad.
What? Which
I
one?
think he had Brogdon on him. He couldn't post up Brogdon this
Yo,
one play. I wanted to rip my hair out. I'm like, how tall are you, Randall? Like, you're so much bigger than Brogdon. You can't post him up. Like, he just came back from a freaking like a hamstring injury. Like, oh
like
my
like
gosh.
he takes the shots that he's not supposed to take, but he doesn't take the shots that he's supposed to take. Like for example, like it was. Now RJ did a great job. Uh,
Yeah.
D Rose did a great job. Evan Fournier,
Burks was all right.
Yeah, Brooks was all right. Quickly, I don't think he did good. But for example, I remember uh, like in the fourth quarter when we was down by like 9 points, right?
Yeah.
Nobody was moving around. It was like RJ had the ball, right? Trying to do isolation. He was struggling to get a open shot, but
Yeah.
nobody was moving. There was no cutting. There was no screens being set. Everybody just stood still, like, and that's really got me mad because we need to be able to move around against the team, like at least set a screen. You know what I mean? Like, don't
Yeah.
just stand there and wait for like RJ to make a play because he's not gonna always have those plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got to give credit to the Pacers, though. Usually it seems like Mitchell Robinson like averages at least one alley oop dunk a game. I don't
Yeah.
think he had one this
Nah, I
game.
don't think. Yeah.
That just shows how good Miles Turner is, like, as a rim protector. But I wanted to ask you, because, like, some Knicks fans think I just absolutely hate Nerlens Noel.
Nah, I
Like,
don't.
I understand what he does, like, blocking shots. Like,
That's
I'm not
ridiculous.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he played well for his first game back, no preseason.
Yep.
But, all right, you're probably gonna guess what I'm gonna say here, but, like, he just can't catch the ball. It's like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with
I'm
this
not gonna
dude?
lie. I was cursing out my team because there was so many times where we could have got the rebound. Like you remember where the Pacers, I think Levert missed a shot, and then who got that rebound? I think Justin Turner kept getting rebounds, putting it back, rebounds, missing, putting it back,
Yeah.
missing and putting it back. Can I get a
Oh
board?
yeah.
You know that play, and then finally
Yeah.
made it. That's when I
Yeah.
was like, all right, you let this guy. And there was three people. There was three Knicks in the paint that time.
Mm-hmm.
You just kept getting rebounds. At that point, you at least got to get one rebound, man.
I thought someone who should have played. I don't know if he was available. I think he was. I thought Taj should have played. Was he
Yeah,
available?
yeah, he was available actually.
There was moments that I'm like, why is Taj not out there? Because we couldn't grab a rebound to save our lives. And like Taj is someone, he just impresses me like year after year. He's been on the Knicks because he's 36 years old, but
Yeah.
he's in just such great shape, which is like he doesn't get crazy tired. I'm like, this dude's more conditioned than like freaking Obi out there.
And
This
you
dude's
could
like,
tell that Noel was gassed. Like he was really gassed his first game back. Like you could tell him
yeah,
like breathing heavy, but he still. I
yeah,
give him credit because he was still play. He played great. Even he didn't play great, but he played all right. You know what I'm saying? He'll
yeah,
get better as the season goes on. But I think it was a great game for him. I mean, a good
yeah.
game.
I agree. Randle looks so damn lost. I don't. It's just all about Randle. Randle looks so damn lost. I don't know what's going on with him. And you have Randle missing the free throws. Yeah, he's
Yeah. Oh my
like
god.
we could bring up the Bulls game, but even like he started to make his free throws towards the end. Like he made those two free throws at the end,
I'm not gonna lie though.
but he's
Those
been bricking
that's
them.
gonna affect us though. You don't think?
What?
Like those missed free throws, because last year
Oh
you
yeah,
remember those free throws he was not the free throws that he was missing this year was not missing those free throws last year. I hope you know
yeah.
the MVP chance he was not missing free throws. Now you hear MVP chance at the Garden, he's missing 2 or 3 free throws, man.
Gosh. All right. So Devin in the chat, he said earlier that trade everyone. He said, I'm not overreacting like that, but he said I would trade Randall
Oh
so
my.
fast. All right, let's.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. I understand where you guys are coming from, but it's only the eighth game of the season. We still have more basketball left. You never know. Next week he might win Player of the Week. You guys never know. But
Yeah,
like so far, I agree with you guys.
yeah. He has to play better. There actually hasn't been that. There wasn't that many moments in this game that because this is the most frustrating thing about Randall, and he didn't really do it that much in this game, unless I'm just used to this. Does he not learn? Because we're gonna need him to be smarter in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah,
Let's get there first. But he's gonna have to be like smarter when he's double teamed. Why does he wait so long for the other person to come over? Like, I don't know about you, but I see Fournier wide open,
wide
RJ
open.
wide open. Why do you hold on to the ball so long and then wait till like they finally like recover and then they're not open anymore? Like he has to make quicker decisions. You see the best players like when you're that number one option, obviously they're all attracted on you. You
Yeah,
see Jokic, you see LeBron. I'm not saying he's on the level of that, but if he wants to be on the level of that, you got to make quicker decisions. Like I think that's one of the main reasons he turns the ball over. Like he
yeah,
holds on to the ball so long at times. I'm like, it makes no sense. It
yeah.
just ruins the complete flow of the offense
I agree.
because like whatever he's doing wrong is gonna affect the team. When he turns over the ball, it's just gonna affect everything because gosh, why can't I remember who we played last game?
We play the Raptors.
The Raptors. We turned over the ball like crazy in that game.
Yeah,
Like everyone did.
we averaged 13 turnovers a game, bro.
That's bad.
That's terrible, bro. That's like 4 turnovers every quarter.
Yeah.
But I
Devin,
was gonna answer your question.
go ahead. Go ahead.
About Randall. He had to make decisions quicker. Like backing down, like he backs down the defender. If you're gonna back down, do 1 or 2 back downs and then pass it right away. Because
Yeah.
if you're seeing the double team coming, right, that means somebody's gonna be open. Like for example, I remember you remember the Celtics game where RJ was open in the corner. He waited so long to pass it. He got eventually RJ got the ball and made a 3. But you got to make those decisions quicker because you never know if they're gonna pick up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think the perfect examples are in the Bulls game.
Oh yeah,
Um, like we're not even talking about like, oh my gosh, this team got to learn how to close. We weren't even in that position tonight, but like there was one play like Randall's like pushing it. Sometimes he pushes the pace like I'm like, okay, I like this because I
yeah,
don't like when he plays slow. But then there's the other part of it, like Randall doesn't have the best of handle, so don't turn the ball over. Like Fournier is wide open, like in the paint, and I'm like, okay, you don't see him.
yeah.
And
I
then he
remember
attacks the
that's one of
attacks
the
the
big foul, right?
basket. Yeah. And then he like attacks the basket on another play. I'm like, all right, 40 is wide open again. Pass it to him. And literally, I don't think people realize we would score more points if Randle made these simple reads. Like, I don't think people realize like how many points like we could potentially have if Randle just makes these certain reads. But like, it's just so frustrating. Like, I appreciate what he's done for us,
Yes, yes.
but he has to be better. Like he does, if especially as the number one option.
I'm gonna pull up his stats actually right now.
Okay.
Right now, statistically wise, he is not having a bad. If I was not a Knicks fan, I just want to see. Oh, let's see how Julius Randle is doing. I would think, oh,
Yeah.
this is great numbers, right? But I'm actually a Knicks fan, and I watch the games, right?
Yeah.
So right now, he's not doing his best right now, right? But he's averaging 21 points per game, 10 rebounds, 6.3 assists a game. Those are good numbers, but the way
How many did he have tonight though? That's probably gonna drop.
I think he had 18. He had 18 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists.
So it's probably gonna drop to like 20 tonight or
Yeah,
something
yeah, for
when
sure.
it updates. But when you think about it though, is 20 per game good for a number one option? I think we'll need him to get to
24
like,
at least.
yeah, what do you have last year? Like 23, 24?
Yeah.
Because I was dead wrong. Again, it is early. But I was like, I don't expect Randall to average like 25, but I think he's gonna get smarter. Doesn't look smarter at all.
The thing
Like,
is, we wanted him gone like 2 years. Like we wanted him out the
dude,
city like 3 years ago.
my most viewed video on my channel is like, are we trying to trade Julius Randle? Because I wanted him gone. I was like, is this guy gonna get the like out of here? Like, I don't understand it like at all. And but like so many people hate on that video. But I'm like, you're gonna act like you love Julius Randle?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did not like Julius Randle before the 2021 season.
Yeah, but I understand that some people were like, let's see what he could do with the new coach. Like, he looked a little better with Mike Miller. By the way, shout out to Mike Miller.
Yeah.
I thought he did a solid job with us when he took over. But it's just like, he was just so bad. Like, he couldn't shoot threes. Like, because that was the annoying thing. Randall could shoot now. But, like, then he was shooting threes. I'm like, you can't shoot them, so why are you shooting them? And you think he turns over the ball. Now, during those times, he would do a spin move for no reason, just turn the ball over. His defense was awful. Like, his playmaking wasn't there. Literally, he would put up points, but if you watch the game, you knew those points didn't mean anything because we won, like, barely any games.
I want to hear for the comments if you don't mind. I want to ask him a question.
Okay. Randall can't.
Do you think Randall will be an All-Star this year?
You asking me or the chat?
You too, but the chat could feel free if they want to answer.
All right, guys, you answer that in the chat. Do you think Julius Randle will be an All-Star this year? It's too early to say right now. Did Zach LaVine make the All-Star game last year? Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
right?
I think he did. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there will be any new players. Someone said no in the chat.
That's one.
But the same guy that said no, someone said I think he will. It's a long season. Jay Sniper said. Randall would be an All-Star in China soon. Okay.
It's muffling. I don't know if that's me or not.
Huh?
Like I hear like a muffle, like on a mic or something. I don't know what's that.
Wait, I'll drop you and invite you back.
You want me to join back?
Yeah. All right, that might be me, guys. If the muffling is still... Someone said hell no. I wonder if that's me, guys. I apologize if that's me. Did you guys hear any muffling? I heard it a little bit. That might be me. If it is, I apologize. Randall for Cat. Yeah, I'm not losing hope for Randall either. He just has to play better. He does. Yo, Matt's talking. Let me know if you need me to drop the link again. Let's see what else we have in the chat. We are overreacting. Give Randall more time before trading him. I don't even want to hear about trading him. I just want to. We just gotta wait. Randall can't play in front of crowds. He's a third option playing as a number one. Played good against the Celtics in a crowd. He just has to. I don't think the crowd has anything to do with it. I don't. Trade Randle, Knox, and Robinson for Cat. I would trade Randle so fast. And I just hope he steps it up. We need him to. We need him to. What do you got? Did you guys expect a better start of the season, or this seems right? Or this seems right to you guys? I wonder if my chat froze. Let me refresh, all right, guys? All right, I just dropped the link again. We should be 7-1. We're a deep team. Are we as deep as we think? I think Quickly was a huge part of that, and Quickly's not playing well. He'll get better. You saw last season that RJ had a slow start. I think that's the same way with Randle. We'll see, man. Like, we did talk about how it's an adjustment period for RJ last year. It's also an adjustment period for Randle. Maybe. All right, hopefully it doesn't, because I think my audio's effed up. Hopefully not.
Hello?
All right, I think you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's better.
You're good. We should be 8-0. It's all Randle's fault.
Yeah, we should be 8-0. I'm not gonna lie.
We shouldn't have won this game. We shouldn't have won this game.
There's no question about that.
See, we could say that. Like, we could say we should have beat the Magic, but in reality, we lost.
Yeah, we did.
Like, we didn't deserve to. I didn't watch the game. I was at work. Everyone had to tell me about that game.
Well, which game? The Raptors game?
No, the Magic game.
Oh yeah, that was. I was watching that game right here. I remember. Terrence Ross was just killing us. Those last couple of.
What's new?
That game, Terrence Ross was just kill. He wasn't missing. Pull up J's, spin J, like anything you name it. He was just bugging out.
Is it true he had 20 in the fourth?
I think so. It felt like that. He probably had like 10 or 12, but it felt like 20.
Oh, that's embarrassing. He just kills us every time. I don't know if you've noticed that. Like, he just always does.
He's a great player, though.
Yeah, he is. He's a great player, but he's also not like he's one of their starters, though. It's like, but I heard Franz Wagner, though, he's a rookie for the Magic who's playing well. They're a young rebuilding team. That was the frustrating thing about it. Like, we shouldn't be losing to a rebuilding team, but you never know. Like, I'll never forget. Back when we won 17 games, Knox's rookie year, we beat the Bucks. I don't know if you remember that. Moutier went off at the end of the game.
Moutier, yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Knox is like he's gonna become a star." Like everyone getting so excited. Gosh, Moutier sucked. Oh my gosh, he was terrible. Speaking of Terrence Ross, I would trade Burks for Terrence Ross. Burks
Yes.
Burks hasn't been.
I mean, look. All right. I understand why they will give him an extension because of what he did last year. He was one of our clutchest players last year. You know what I'm saying? Always coming up in clutch. The game 1 against the Hawks, right? Didn't he drop like 27?
Game 1 or game 2?
No, game 1. Remember he was hitting those big shots towards the end.
It's possible. Everyone else sucked.
I'm gonna look it up.
But I know in game 2 he was clutch. It's possible. Like he was the huge reason we won game 2, I believe.
Yeah.
What else did someone say in the chat?
Trae Young. I'm yo. Yeah, I'm
saying. But I feel like a big reason we brought back Burks and Noel, not just because they're good players. I think it's to also show that we're actually a well-run organization, and we're gonna bring back the players that actually were impactful for us. And it just shows the league that's like we respect our players, we pay the players that do well for us. We didn't just let these guys walk. It just shows that we respect them as well. Of course, they're huge for us. But I don't know. I just feel like we're finally at least decently well run. I would say we're a fantastic run team if James Dolan wasn't here.
We have our future's bright though. I'll say that because
I agree.
Now more players are saying Like LeBron, remember when has LeBron commented on the Garden is rocking again? When was the last time LeBron had said that? Besides these past 2 years.
The last time, besides that, when LeBron talked about the Knicks, he was like, "We should have drafted Dennis Smith Jr."
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
I
You
remember
should
that
have.
one.
You should have bet a dick. Dennis Smith, shut up, LeBron. Should have bet a dick. Where is he now? Freaking fourth string point guard in Portland.
Yeah,
Um,
sad.
gosh, I was like, it's so funny that trade when we traded for Porzingis because like we won the trade by just trading him because
Yeah, by trading
we didn't get shit in return. We didn't get anything in return.
nothing,
Like
literally nothing. At
Dennis
first, I was
Smith
mad about
Jr.
the trade though.
Oh
You were
my! Do you remember when because we got Wesley Matthews like in that trade? Wesley Matthews was awful those like
awful.
2 to 3 games he played. We had DeAndre Jordan for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I think that helped Mitch a little bit. Um, but that was awful. What did the trying to think? What's that pick end up being?
Which one for what?
Because don't we have one more Mavericks pick? I don't.
Wait, didn't we get Hardaway back though? No, we traded Hardaway. I'm bugging.
No, we traded. We traded.
With Porzingis, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't remember because that we had the pick in last year's draft, but remember we made all those trades and ended up with Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was Quickly a result. I think it resulted in Quickly.
Yo, I got a
Or
question.
yeah.
What do you think the game plan is for next game, man? It's gonna be on
Against the
ESPN.
Bucks.
We're gonna have to hear those those trash analysts talking smack about us being on 2-game losing streak instead of us having to watch it on MSG.
Are we at home?
Oh no, I think we're in Milwaukee.
I know there's no holiday, no Christmas. Are they gonna be back by then? I'm not sure.
By when?
Isn't the game Friday?
Yeah, the game is Friday.
You think Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton will be back?
I hope not, bro. I really hope not, bro. Because if they're back, man, that's more weight on our shoulders, bro.
I love when we play fully healthy teams, but we're in desperate need of a win. I
We need a
don't
win.
want them to play.
We need a win.
You know what's so funny that Giannis and his brother start together because
Yeah.
Middleton's out. That's cool though.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. God, I can't say we're gonna beat this team. We lost the Magic. Like you never know. Like I'm just when you're a Knicks fan, you can't really be confident like we're gonna win that game. But what's my game plan?
Giannis, because he's been shooting better from beyond the range, from beyond the arc, bro.
He's attempting a lot. There was one game he attempted like 10 threes, like 7. I'm trying to think who's starting at point guard for them right now. I haven't looked at them at all.
Yeah, I'm about to check. Actually.
I know they have Jordan Nwora. He's pretty solid. They have Bobby Portis over there. He's not starting though.
Is he playing now? Bobby Portis?
Is he hurt?
No, because I remember versus Brooklyn, he wasn't playing. I don't know what was that about. I haven't seen him playing though.
I haven't been following them, so I have no idea.
Bobby Portis.
I hate ESPN and Max Kellerman. I'll say this though.
Yes.
Ever since Max Kellerman left First Take, he has another show. He actually knows what he's talking about. I feel like when he was on First Take, they just paid him to say a bunch of stupid crap. That's what.
Yeah,
like, I feel like
that's what my brother says. The same thing. They just pay him to say whatever. Like, come on now. Like we know that.
I don't think Stephen A. Smith's that stupid. If he is, I don't know what to say. But like they have to pay him to say stuff. Like it's ESPN. ESPN's owned by Disney. So I have a plan. We double team Giannis. Well, that's like the common sense plan.
Yeah.
Just make everyone else beat us.
They got shooters though.
Brook Lopez healthy?
I know. I don't think Brook Lopez is gonna. Nah, I think he's out.
We better win this freaking game.
I think he's out. That's what I heard. He hasn't been playing. Okay, let's see. Is Drew Holiday playing? Nah. Who's their guard?
Who's their starter right now?
I'm about to check their starting lineup.
They don't have Forbes anymore. He's on the Spurs.
Bro, ESPN's not showing me. Did they play today? Because I can just check their.
They played last night, I think.
Okay, let me check the game from last night.
But the thing with Toronto, like Scotty Barnes, he's my favorite rookie.
Yeah,
I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, Jonathan. I'm sorry, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Scotty Barnes wasn't playing. We know Siakam hasn't played the whole season, but I don't know. The Raptors, I'm not mad at that. Well, we blew the lead, so I am well, actually, I am mad because we turned the ball over. We just played terrible. There was just no discipline in that game at all. But the Raptors are a very well coached team. Like they're
Yeah.
not bad. They're not a slouch at all. Like they're gonna be even better when Siakam and Scotty Barnes comes back. I know some Knicks fans excited. Like I was excited we beat the Bulls, but it's crazy to think about. Like our depth is better than the Bulls. I'm not gonna lie. Like I came in thinking our depth was better than I thought, but quickly not playing as well is kind of down on that. Burks isn't playing as well as I thought.
Oh, and George Hill though.
Oh, he probably starts.
George Hill.
He probably
Grayson Allen's
starts.
on there now from he was I think he played for the the Grizzlies last year, right?
Grayson Allen,
Grayson
yeah,
Allen.
yeah. Um,
Pat Covington too. Like they have some shooters. I'm not gonna lie. If we have to I don't know, man. Our main priority is don't let Giannis beat us. We cannot let him beat us.
yeah.
But they got some shooters though. So I don't know what team's gonna draw, bro, but yeah.
We just have to win that game. There's just no other way to really put it. But the Bulls, I feel like they're going to be even better the next time we play the Bulls because this is a scary thing about
Yeah.
the Bulls.
Yeah, at the Garden, right? No, we don't play at the Garden, right?
We probably are. We played in Chicago last time. We played the Bulls. The thing with the Bulls, they look so good, and this is like they have a brand new starting five, like except Levine. I know Patrick Williams is out for the season, but why their chemistry looks so good for it being their first season together? That's what shocked me, and that's just such a well put together team. Like you don't have just a bunch of like offensive players. You have Lonzo who can distribute the ball. You have Levine who can get buckets. Like they even have DeRozan shooting threes this year,
Yeah.
which I think's interesting. Who do they have starting at the four? They have that
Uh
Javante Green or something.
I
At,
I think so, yeah.
yeah,
I think so.
and then Vucevic, like,
Who's
yeah,
yo,
that
Vucevic, man?
he's underrated. I think he's underrated. But the bench doesn't scare me much. When like all respect to Caruso, but when Caruso's like one of your best bench players, like Troy Brown Jr., he's like okay. I don't know. That bench just isn't great.
One thing, yeah, our bench is definitely better than the Chicago's bench for sure,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
agree.
I think that's where we're gonna actually, if I think that's where we're gonna beat them next game. Like they might beat us from their starting lineup, but our bench might be outscore their bench like next time we match up against them. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
good game though, I think.
yeah, I agree. All right. So Devin, everything I'm hearing from Devin, this man's just straight up negative. He said trade everyone, Randle gotta go, or just like what he say? I forgot what he said
Everybody,
earlier.
man,
He
everybody.
said he said let's not beat around the bush. We lost against the Bucks. So you're saying we lost already. Let's focus on the game against the Cavs. The Cavs look good too though.
Yeah,
Freaking
they
oh
play
my
scrappy. Yo, I don't know. The East got way better somehow. Even the bad teams are playing good this season. Like
yeah, except the Pistons, they just
yeah, the
stink.
Pistons are a college team.
I see people overreacting. Cade Cunningham's a bust already. Because the
Nah,
last night, do you see how bad he played last
nah,
night
he
though?
played terrible. But you got to
Yeah.
remember, LaMelo played terrible his first game. You remember he dropped no points his first game, and then
Yeah.
ending up winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right. Gotta win. Can't have a 3-game losing streak. Devin, you're way too negative. Oh, I always fear the Heat. It seems like the Heat always beat us. It's like a shock when we beat the Miami Heat. The Heat are a good team. Um, I don't. The Heat. Well, they go to the final. Do you guys think the Heat are? Do you think the Heat are championship contenders?
They're playing good, bro. Dude, they're playing great. Their defense is good.
They look good.
They was locking up the Mavericks last night, bro. Their
Yeah.
defense is good. Their offense is going to be good. Jimmy Butler is looking like he's coming for revenge, like silencing those haters from last year's playoffs. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So he's on a mission, bro. I think so. I think they're championship contenders.
And Kyle Lowry, that he's been huge for them. I'm like, yeah,
Even
they're a good
Tyler
team.
Hero.
Huh?
Even Tyler Hero.
Yeah, and my friend hates Tyler Hero because there's just all those like, oh, he's better than. See, my stats with Tyler Hero just like, why does everyone get compared to RJ?
I
Like
was just about to
Anthony
say, yo, I was
Anthony
literally.
Edwards, RJ, Tyler Hero, RJ, freaking someone said like everyone hates RJ. Freaking Jalen Green at it. Like, I like Jalen Green, but he's been extremely streaky. He's
Yeah.
raw. That's what I expected from him. He had a 30-point night. He's better than RJ. Like, because this dude was like, RJ didn't score 30 his rookie year, so he's better.
But that's gonna be a hard one though, because what do you think is better, like right now, RJ or Tyler Hero? Like as of right now.
RJ. I'm
Yeah.
being unbiased. RJ's the more all-around
Thank
player.
you.
If
Thank you.
I'll be real though. It's tough. Some people might say RJ, but if I want someone to go get a bucket,
I'm going. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, cause
I might go Hero.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, Devin said something positive. That's because RJ is going to end up being a top 5 shooting guard ever. So you say Randle gone, we're going to lose against the Bucks, but you think RJ is going to be a top 5 shooting guard ever? Welcome to the channel, Devin. Well, he seems crazy. He got a Joker profile picture, so um. Oh, we got a Sixers fan in the chat. What'd he say?
Oh man. Oh man.
Fellas, Sixers coming for that ass soon. Y'all had a fluke. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Any
No,
Bulls fans? Yeah. Any Bulls fans?
Is there any point? I think I have some Bulls subscribers. They're not in here though. RJ's the Prince of New York. He said absolutely. So he thinks RJ is going to be a top 5 shooting guard ever. Then we better have a championship with
Yeah.
RJ if
Word.
he's going to
Yeah.
be. Giannis will have to be the center because, oh yeah, do they? They probably do run Giannis at the 5. Who else would you run at the 5?
Yeah. Cause didn't you say Giannis's brother is starting with him?
Yeah.
So wouldn't that make Giannis the 5?
Yeah, who plays the 3 for that team right now then?
Cause Brook, I know Brook, cause there's no way Giannis's brother is starting if Brook Lopez is playing.
Yeah.
So
I haven't really been following them that much. Giannis said though in like a post-game press conference, he was like, "Finally, we got a win. I thought we were tanking for a second."
man, bro, like that was just a bad game, bro. Like
that was
that just
disappointing,
messes
man.
up, like, cause all right, I understand. Okay, the Magic, we lost to them. You know,
I
we'll get the
don't
next.
understand that. I
Yeah,
don't understand.
yeah, me either. I really don't understand. But I was mad. I was mad. But let's move on to the next one. All right, which is
Yeah.
one loss. Right, we go on a 3-game winning streak. The Raptors. Okay, OG Anunoby, 36 points. Okay, we lost. You know, could have did some things better, but you know, 36 points. You got to give them the credit. They were just lining up for 3. This game, like you let
You
them
thought
out. You let one player outshoot our whole team from 3. One player, not like one player, which is just
awful.
ridiculous to me.
And how are we gonna come out like that? I thought we were gonna come
A
out with
center.
like, yeah, it's bad. I thought we were gonna come out with like more heart than that. For us to be down 11-0, never have a lead after us turning the ball over and all that. Like I was really shocked by that for like a Tibbs run team, honestly.
Yeah, like Tibbs, like I think Tibbs got to show more passion. You got to yell at your players, bro. This game, I feel like he was yelling too much at the rest. I mean, he should be yelling at the rest because it was just a bad efficient. The rest did bad this game. They called this game bad, I think so. Like too many missed calls, like wrong calls. Like it's just like a bad game. But Tibbs, I like Tibbs though. I really do like Tibbs. He earned Coach of the Year for a reason because he just switched this whole team around when nobody expected us to go even in the playoffs. And when we were doing good, they expect us to be a playing team, not a 4 seed team. But Tibbs, I think he's like sitting back a little bit this year, like not on like pressuring like the players as much. You know, I might be wrong, but that's just what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but
I don't know if I agree. Tibbs gets so mad for no reason sometimes. He got a tentacle today. He said, "I'm not." Yeah, he ended up getting attacked at the end of the game. Devin said, "I'm not a negative guy. I'm a realist, and we ain't beating Milwaukee." I'm a realist too. When RJ was playing like shit, I got pissed off. The word is out. We cannot stop dribble penetration. Yeah, we can't at all. They were just able to get to the basket at will, and this was a bad matchup because Sabonis didn't have a lot of points. I think he finished with like 11.
Yeah, I could actually check.
I think he finished with 11 in this game. Michael says, "Man, Randle being like this has my feelings about him screwed up." He loves Randle.
I love Randle. Don't get me wrong, bro. I was going for him heavy last year. You know, I was like I like Julius Randle. I like his what he does for his team, but You gotta just like less ISO ball, more distributing the ball. Like even when you don't have the ball, try to create space, try to get open off the ball and make hopefully get an open shot. But you know what I'm saying? But just this ISO ball, like he takes at least 10 seconds with the ball every time. Like backing down
Yeah.
defenders, like 10 seconds. It shouldn't take that long to make a move, like honestly.
I think that's the difference this year. Randle, like we see all the fadeaways he's missing this year.
Yeah,
He made all those ridiculous shots last year.
last year,
Yeah. Um, we're just gonna wait and see. I mean, Tibbs had. I'm just glad we didn't wait. Cause can you imagine if we waited like after like Randall played this season? Cause he would have been eligible for a $200 million
The
contract.
word. If he would have performed, I just think about, I don't know, something about last year's playoffs just like aggravates me though.
Of course.
Anybody that brings up, oh, Trae Young, oh, this and this now, Trae Young averaging 27 in that series, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I want the smoke though. We need a revenge. We need our revenge, bro.
You want to play them again?
We have, oh, God, yo.
I'll be real. I don't think. Oh my gosh. I'm not confident. I'm still not. I think we match up terribly with them. I want to beat them though.
I can't admit it, bro. I can't admit that, bro. Trae Young's good, bro. I cannot admit that, bro. I just can't. I can't.
All right. Well, I have a question for you then. I want you guys to answer that. Oh yeah, David Fizdale freaking sucked, Jay Sniper. He tried to change R.J. Shaw. If you didn't know that. Who's better? No, like put aside your Knicks fandom.
All right, okay.
Luka or Trae Young? There's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong. Oh my gosh.
I'll be real with you. I think Trae Young's better.
Yeah. I don't.
You could say Luka, and you could say the
he
team.
got out the first round. You gotta admit Luka. I don't think Luka has ever got out the first round.
No, he's lost to the Clippers.
Trae Young went to the Eastern Conference Finals, his first playoff appearance. Literally his first playoff appearance. He beat us. He beat the Sixers in 7 games and won 2 games against the Bucks, bro. They would have won 3, but they choked.
Everyone's saying Luka in the chat. I understand. I want to see first.
Really killed us, man. He really killed us that series, bro.
I understand. Luka doesn't have much around him. When Tim Hardaway Jr. is your second best player,
yeah,
that's awful.
And
wait, so someone says Trae isn't even a top 15 player. So someone who went to the Eastern Conference Finals is like Trae. He killed the Sixers. He killed us. He went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like,
I got a question. You see how Trae Young in that playoff series, right? Kept drawing ridiculous fouls, like bumping into our defenders, like.
Yeah.
And he went to the line a lot. I'm talking about like a lot that series, right?
Mm-hmm.
So take away that call. Like, let's pretend last year's playoffs, the rules from this year applied to last year, right? Boom, all right. Those games 1 and 2 were really close, bro. You gotta remember that. Games 1 and 2 at the Garden were really close. So you think it would make a difference, right? All right. If those calls weren't the calls that were made last year weren't made in the playoffs.
Wait, so you're saying like the rule changes this year in the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't say. You
say I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think because we have more shooters, like because Bullock, no, he did great for us. I give Bullock Reggie Bullock credit, bro. But he was just a standstill shooter. Like you had
he didn't do anything.
Fournier, he could move the ball, pass the ball. Like even Kemba could get us a bucket at any time. So you don't think that would make a slight difference? Like you don't think so? Like what we like?
What?
I don't know. I might be bugging.
See, Jay Sniper. I think this is the most biased Knicks take ever, though, because we're just not giving credit to Trae Young. You could say the same thing with like the Bucks. They beat up on a Nets team that wasn't healthy.
I give them credit.
Like you can't put health into it. Your team's gonna get injured. Like I don't. It's really close though. Trae Young playing like trash because he can't get 30 free throws a game anymore.
He's complaining as well, though. Trae Young's complaining about the calls, bro.
He is. I saw that interview. Trae Young is a horrible defender. Is Luka really a good defender, though?
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't see him play as much to determine that because the statistics could say otherwise, right? But you really need
Yeah.
to watch the game or watch that player consistently to determine if he's actually a good defender. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Jay Sniper said, I just hate Trey Young. That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah, fuck
So
Trey.
what's your non-biased answer, Jay Sniper? I'm not saying Trey Young's way better than Luka.
Yeah, man, I'm not saying that either.
I'm just saying, like, everyone's gonna say Trey Young as helpful, but he was still the number one option. This dude is so young and took to his team to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I got a
I still
question.
think it's impressive.
Clutch, I
But
got a
I,
question.
I love, don't get me wrong, I like Luka more than Trey Young.
Yeah, for sure.
But go ahead.
Christmas Day, though, yo. That Christmas Day.
All right, I'm gonna be real. I ain't watching that game on Christmas. That's probably gonna ruin my Christmas if we lose. I ain't. Am I gonna
I
watch
was
it? I don't.
planning to go to that game. Not gonna lie, I was planning to go to that game. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna go to the Bulls game though, in December 2nd in the Garden. I'm going to
Yeah.
that game. But yo, Christmas Day, man. Like the energy's gonna be. It's now it's full capacity. That building's gonna be the energy in that building's gonna be like none other, bro.
It's gonna be nuts in any game.
It's gonna be a good
Honestly,
game, yo. It's
yeah.
gonna be a good game.
That Bulls game might be as good
Yeah,
because
it might.
everyone's saying the Knicks Bulls rivalry is back, and I'm just like, just please let the Knicks win this time. Just see, look, I'm not gonna lie. I've had moments like I switch back and forth because I have moments that I'm like Luka's better than Trey, Trey's better than we play the Hawks, Devin. I sometimes say Luka's better than Trey, Trey's better than Luka, but you can't just sit there and be like
Yep.
watch them in this like Trey Young
Trey.
is just not scared of shit. Like he is just so fearless. Like how do you just not respect like watching that dude play? And I hate him. He killed my
I
team.
hate him.
And but like he's not trash, like, without the foul calls. Like, are we gonna ignore that he has the floater, that he's a great passer, he still has range?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's just, like, slithering again to the hoop. Like, people act like he's a trash can without foul calls.
I understand.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, and you know, I just remind me, the hot series, right?
God.
Before I made my channel and everything, right? I remember, you were streaming the game, right? You were streaming that game one.
Which game? Oh my
Game
gosh,
one.
yeah.
You were streaming game one, right? And I was watching it at the same time, right? It was like a delay, right? So yours came after. I was live time, but you see, I was a delay in the stream.
Yeah.
So I was mad, right? But you was raging though. You was raging.
Of course.
It was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny because it was like, yeah. But it like, damn, man, like I wish that series never happened. To be honest with you, because now we're gonna get cursed for like years.
It sucked because it was like the Knicks are back.
Yeah,
so we get crushed in the first round.
Like I'm like, yo, this is it, man. This is it. Like pass through these easy work. Pass through the Hawks. You know what we play. Let's get to Brooklyn. Let's go. Let's get to Brooklyn.
I'll be real. You can go back watch my preview. I said the Hawks series was going to 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to crush them.
I agree.
Dude, if the Hawks didn't have Lloyd Pierce at the beginning of the season, they might have been the 4th seed over us. The Hawks were that good when Nate McMillan took over.
But yeah, but without Nate McMillan, bro, they were bad, bro. They were struggling, and then he just came in the team, and they started winning games, bro.
Because they were like, he was stupid. Like he was like starting Cam Reddish at that time, and Nate McMillan was like, I don't care, we're trying to win games. Cam Reddish, I feel like that's the best thing to happen to him because since he got benched, and now like they're holding him accountable, he's actually played well, and now there's people saying RJ's worse than Cam Reddish all of a sudden.
Like, and this is the last thing I want to say about the Hawks. This is the last thing I want to say because I don't want to talk too much about this because it's gonna I think we have a legitimate chance versus the Hawks. All right, healthy, because you gotta understand, right? We have a great bench. Yeah. We have a good starting line. Evan Fournier, those pieces that we collected off season, amazing. Okay. I wish we had them last year's playoffs, right? Because you got to remember, right? They're doubling Julius. Imagine we had those players last year doubling Julius. That's easy Fournier money. That's money.
I have a counter argument for that.
Go ahead.
Well, Randle know how to pass out of the double
Okay,
team.
okay, okay.
I hate to say it, but like
I
we
understand.
saw
Yeah,
it
yeah, I
last
forgot.
year.
Yeah,
We
you're right.
saw it last,
You're
but I
right.
agree. He was fantastic in the second half of the season. Like Bullock, he's just the worst player you could have in the playoffs because you would see if you just close out on him. You know he can't dribble the ball. Like there was moments that Trey would close out on him. I'm like, you can't drive on
Yeah,
freaking Trey Young. You know how
yeah,
pathetic that is. That's
yeah.
just awful. But I'll say this, I agree with you saying. You didn't even get to the Mitch point.
Oh,
Like Mitch
yeah, I
will be
forgot about
different.
Mitch.
Like Mitch is gonna be different in the playoffs.
Capella with Capella though, like that's a good matchup. Capella
Yeah,
and Mitch, bro. We
yeah.
needed that last year, bro. Because Carmelo was getting like 22 rebounds. He was going crazy.
You said Carmelo?
No,
Carmelo 22 rebounds. I don't know when
I
that
said
happened.
Carmelo.
That's like saying Carmelo Anthony had 10 assists. Not happened.
I meant to say my fault on that. I meant to say Capella. All right, my fault. Capella was getting so many rebounds last year. But I don't want to talk about that too much. All right, I just don't want to talk
All
about
right,
that.
wait. Let's read this comment. I think this he's a Knicks fan, but hates the Knicks. I'm going to Philly to watch that Philly Knicks game, and I can't wait to boo Randle at the free throw line with the Philly fans. Bro, see, this is my thing. I hated Elfrid Payton, but not once did I not root for him. Like, as
Yeah,
long as you're a Knick, I'm going to root for you, but I'm not going to lie. I was just like,
nah. He was bad.
whenever Elfrid Payton, he would dribble into traffic. All right, say I'm standing right here,
Yeah, go ahead.
dribbles, and let's say I don't move. I'm right under the basket. Elfrid Payton drives right at me. He stops, puts up a layup, and they just block him. Like, he just drives right into traffic. It makes no sense. Like, oh my. I heard Suns fans are pissed off at Payton, so
Yo,
apparently he's
yeah,
terrible
yeah.
at
I was
Phoenix
watching
right
the
now.
game. I was watching because yesterday it was a doubleheader at TNT. Watched
Yeah,
the Mavericks game and the Suns played right, and Elfrid
yeah,
Payton is
yeah.
playing for what's his name? Because who was injured on the guy with the lefty that shoots like this, the lefty.
Cameron Payne?
Yeah, Cameron Payne is out, so he's playing for him. He's just playing.
Yeah.
He's playing awful, man.
Yeah, and they almost lost to the
They
Pelicans.
almost yeah.
They blew that, the Pelicans.
The Pelicans definitely blew that.
But the Suns haven't been that good this year so far. That would be wild, Jay Sniper. Like, I want to watch the game, but will I be allowed? Like, I got family at the same
Here's
time.
this right. Okay. I remember those Knicks games on Christmas Day that was hosted at the Garden. Lost or win. I was like, you remember when Porzingis, Carmelo, remember it was 2017 season. Remember we started off
Was
to a
the
great start. You remember that?
Oh,
With Carmelo,
with
it was
D
like,
Rose?
yeah, with D Rose there. Yep.
Yeah.
With D Rose,
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah, Lee,
Kuzmenskis.
Courtney Lee. And then remember I remember
Willie Hernangomez.
yeah, and Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joakim Noah, those are the days. We didn't make the playoffs, guys, by the way. You guys did.
We won like 32 games.
We was on a roll, bro. Like you remember the first part of the season, bro? We was like 5th place in
I'll never forget. I was hyped because remember I think that was the season D Wade was on the Bulls.
Yes, it was.
And we beat the Bulls. What a win! Bulls suck. They lost in the first round. They like Rondo. We beat the Grizzlies. Because I'll never forget. D Rose had like the crossover on Mike Conley in that game. That team was fun to watch. Kinda. There was just moments that I don't know. That team was so bad on defense. Like I'm
but
not.
we like going into the 2017 season, right? Going to the All-Star.
Yeah.
We was like 5th place, right? I believe so.
Going to all. I don't know if we're that high. Were we? 5th seed?
I'm pretty sure. I'm about to check that up because I remember we was in playoffs, right? Now, because I was like, let's go. The Knicks are back.
No, I think no way we're 5th seed, but we were like maybe you're right.
We were like 8th something.
We were 7th or 8th. I don't think we're 5th.
Yeah,
but I know we fell off bad in the second half of the season.
We did.
The defense of that team was awful, and I'm not gonna lie, I love D Rose, but when he joined the Knicks, he was better than I thought. But gosh, there was moments he just pissed me off at times.
But what was I saying? Are you gonna say something?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Christmas Day, that was the game, right? Because we were talking about how you don't feel like you're gonna watch the game that game.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching with the family because my dad he's a Knicks fan, but he's more of a baseball fan, right?
Okay.
So we was watching the game, and Porzingis, I remember it's like I'm gonna skip to the 4th quarter. It was a good game versus the Celtics when Isaiah Thomas was there.
Let me guess, we lost.
Yeah, no, Porzingis don't. I think it went to overtime. I don't remember.
We lost, right?
Yeah, I think we lost by like 4, 5, 6 points, right? Porzingis clutch threes. Carmelo Anthony clutch threes. Like I
Yeah.
was so hyped, and I did that before I opened the present. That's how I know I like the Knicks because I ain't even opened my present before that. Watched the whole game, lost. You know what I'm saying? Cheer up. But I was excited though. Like that's like one of my favorite Christmas games. Like the Knicks, right? I don't know if this Christmas game is gonna be a good game, but that was the days, man. I don't know. Those were the days
Yeah.
for me personally.
It's all right. One of my least favorite Knicks games ever.
Go ahead.
We're playing the Wizards on Christmas.
Oh, John Wall.
Quincy
Yeah.
and Quincy AC gets in a fight on Christmas. That was the most embarrassing thing. I think the same game, Jason Smith, John Wall did the spin move. I mean the spin air on him.
Yeah.
Oh my! We never win on Christmas.
Never.
Like I don't know if you've seen that. Even I don't know if you knew this. Back when we had Bernard King in like the 80s, Bernard King dropped 60 points against the Nets. We lost.
Damn.
We just don't win on Christmas. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just telling you right now, this could be. We might face the Bulls in the playoffs. There's some good teams.
Possible.
Like, we might play the Bulls. We might play the Milwaukee Bucks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how this season's gonna go, but we're gonna make the playoffs. Like
Dude,
we're gonna make the playoffs.
You know what's so funny about the playoffs last year?
What happened? What's up?
So everyone's talking about matchups, like, oh, I want this team to win or this team to win. Everyone's like, all Knicks fans were like, I want the Hawks. We match up so well against them. We always beat them. Most of throughout the season, we beat them when they had Lloyd Pierce.
Yeah.
And I think when we beat them, like the last one of the regular season, I think Trae Young got hurt, or like someone got
twisted.
And I'm like, am I confident we're gonna beat this team? It seems like we just get some luck every time. But it was close every time we played the Hawks in the regular season. But we always found a way to win.
We're just a gritty team, man. Like
I don't know about this year.
I wish, you know what I wish we had this year? And it's still early. This is the timetable to run team, all right? But if we had look, we would have went undefeated 100% if we had last year's defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the offense that we're producing already this year. If we had that together, number one, we'll be 8-0. 8-0, easily.
Mm-hmm.
Easily, because we played 3 good teams. Or was it 4? No,
this
3.
Year?
The Celtics, the Bulls.
Are you talking about this year?
Yeah, this year. So far, we played the
Raptors. Celtics, Bulls. Raptors weren't fully healthy, but you could say they were a good team.
Celtics, Bulls, and Philly. All right, those are 3 good teams. We beat them though without the good defense. All right, but if we had these good defenses that we had last year, this year, we would have been 8-0. And anybody can argue with that, but we would have been 8-0. I truly believe that.
I believe that, but the reality is that we're not. We don't have good defense right now.
Yeah.
Jacob, what's going on, man? He says Tom needs to run the rotation a bit better. Like, give the rookie some. It's Tom Thibodeau. He's not going to give rooks minutes. Or even Kevin Knox. I don't know. Yeah. That man's in his 3rd year. Is he? What's his 4th? It's not his 3rd year.
He got drafted in 2018.
It's his 4th year?
No, 27. No, he definitely didn't get drafted.
2018.
Yeah. So
what is his 3rd or 4th year?
Yeah, 3 years. No, there's no way because RJ's been in the league for 3 years.
Yeah, this is 4th year.
Oh, it's 4th year, yeah.
Yeah. Knox gonna be gone. I don't care what we do with Knox. Send him to the G League.
I hope for him when he got drafted because he played tremendous in the summer league. Like great in the summer.
All right, I'm gonna ask you, who did you want in 2018 draft night? Your expectations. We all knew we thought at the time Michael Porter Jr. wasn't falling. Go ahead.
Who was in that draft class again?
You had Mikal Bridges, Miles Bridges, Michael Porter Jr., Lonnie Walker. I wanted Mikal Bridges. That's who I wanted.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Miles Bridges. Yeah.
But when we got. Go ahead. There was a part of me though that wanted Michael Porter Jr. I'm like, a talent like that, we're gonna suck anyway. Just like redshirt him for a year. But we took Kevin Knox, who wore the Fortnite suit. So.
Yeah, a Fortnite. I remember that, but when we like at the time when we got Kevin Knox, I'm like, okay, let's see what this kid could do. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew he could ball, like in college, right? We knew he could ball. We knew he could play it right, but
he was wrong,
what a
though.
disappointment.
But the thing, I feel like people see this is the thing with Knox, though. How old was he when he was drafted? 18 years old.
Yeah,
He was 18. Kevin Knox. This one, you don't read too much in the summer league. The summer league, I read too much into it. People were saying the next Paul George, next Kevin Durant. After the summer league, this dude's not even an NBA. He might be one of the worst players in the NBA now.
Yeah,
not even lying.
Because he's inconsistent. Like he could hit 2 threes in a row and then break 5 threes in a row. Like, or he could hit 5 threes in a row and then go 0 for 10.
Yeah, and I'll tell Knicks fans why Knox doesn't play. Knox, he's a solid shooter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give him credit in that. But is his defense even okay enough? This is the thing with the shot, though. Is the shot good enough, though, to, like, keep him out there? Because his defense isn't even serviceable. Like, you have to be at least solid at something to be out there on the court. You can't even say Knox is a solid shooter. Some games he's solid. Some games he just can't hit anything. And when you're going to have him out there on the court, we know Tibbs preaches defense. We need him to at least be okay on defense. And he's not. So, and especially when you look at the best shooters, like, you're able to have Kyle Korver out there. You're able to have JJ Redick out there because they're elite shooters. You can ignore their bad defense. Knox isn't an elite shooter. So you can't just ignore the deficiencies. And everyone talks about, oh, we use Knox wrong. Why is he just standing in the corner? He can't dribble the ball.
Yeah, he can't, like, he doesn't have the handles, like.
So there's a reason he's limited in the offense. His defense is just awful. Like, he can't finish at the basket. There's not much he could do at all.
And I got a question.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna start making some trades like sooner or later. Like you know how we acquired Derrick Rose and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make some trades. Who are you most likely to give away from our team? The bench, like from the bench.
Are you all from the bench?
Yeah. Like, who are you like to give away?
All right. Noel, I'm keeping because like I don't trust like Mitch staying healthy. We need depth there. Probably Burks.
Oh, okay.
Or if Quickly continues to play like he's playing, I might trade Quickly.
I don't disagree with you though. No, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I would trade Burks though.
I was saying the same thing, but no, it's just the beginning of the season. I'm thinking right now because of the game.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning. Guys, don't get fooled. This is just the beginning of the season. We still have a lot of season left, bro. We still have a lot of season left, so we can't just judge off 8 games. You never know. Because once people start clicking, that energy, like that's how we went on the 10-game winning streak. We started winning 2 games in a row. That chemistry started clicking. Julius Randle bugging out. Bullock dropping 15 a game, like through the 10. Like he was just like unconscious from 3. Burks coming in clutch. Emmanuel quickly shooting long range threes. Like once that chemistry, once we get on a roll, once we get that actual chemistry through the season, we're gonna be hard to beat, bro. I'm letting you guys know that we're going to be hard to beat. Teams are gonna start, if Julius Randle catches fire, they're gonna start doubling Julius Randle a lot like the Bulls did, and that's gonna cause it to open threes for Fournier, Burks, Quickly, Kemba Walker, like that. We're gonna be a dangerous team if we play the right way. Like I'm saying.
Yeah, I felt like this was a true test for Quickly this year because last year we saw what Quickly goes to. He goes to that floater. Quickly's I talked about him this offseason. I think I made a video on him where I talked about him in a live stream. How he needs to become more versatile of an offensive player.
Yeah.
Because what is he gonna do when that floater's taken away? And we're starting to see it this season. Like the best players are able to adjust and overcome adversity. Right now it looks like these defenses, they've watched the film and they've shut off what he's good at going to. He made that floater at the end of the game, but he looks uncomfortable. He looks like he's like forcing stuff. Like, let me just try this because I don't have anything going down. I don't know. I Quickly just has to learn how to adjust. I want to see him add like a mid-range shot. Like, you could say since the beginning of the year last year, like we saw that floater go in, like he wasn't missing it, but he hasn't been making it like since the second half of the season, like this year.
You know what it is though? before I'm gonna let you finish, but them calls that he was getting, like the bumping into guys and getting those fouls, they're not calling that this year, bro. He had one of those plays this game.
Yeah.
He draw foul and they ain't giving him. But you can continue.
I think Randle even tried it this game as well. But I don't know, quickly just not expecting him. Like, I know there's literally, it's crazy. There's people in the chat saying, quickly, he's untradeable. This dude is a future starter for us. Someone really said he's the next Tony Parker in my chat. Not even lying. All right, so I can go out there, make a floater in a pickup gym or just in a gym, and they'll call me the next Tony Parker, next fan. Literally, that's how fast we overreact. Like, just because he makes floaters, like, he's the next Tony Parker automatically. He just has so much to work on that I don't think a lot of Knicks fans. I don't think a lot of Knicks fans look at, because in today's NBA they just look at, oh, this dude, he has confidence. He's not afraid to shoot from deep. He's just an automatic good player. Yeah, but we'll see how we adjust. Like this, if Quickly doesn't adjust, that's obviously concerning. We need him because he's like a spark plug for us. We saw last year when our starters weren't playing well, he would come in and make like a really deep three.
I think what he has to do is he's first got to gain some weight, build the muscles up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has to like work off season, work with anytime, work with D Rose, work on his game with D Rose, because D Rose could actually teach him like the fundamentals of being a point guard, and because he has promise. Like Quickly has promise. Like this is the first 8 games. Like I don't want you to judge Quickly off the first 8 games, because there's like I said, like time and time again, there's a lot of season left. So I don't want you guys to just judge or even Randle Randle off his game. I mean, we're Knicks fans. We're gonna judge off every little thing. But there's a lot of season left. But like I said, Quickly, I think D Rose can really teach him the fundamentals of being a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Even off the bench, because D Rose plays off the bench as well. Because I think he has to work on like not dribbling, but reading the floor better. Because what I've noticed, if he tries to dribble quickly and then doesn't have nowhere to go, goes back out and passes, or either freezes to try to shoot a deep three or passes the ball.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. But there's still a lot of season left, man. I'm not sleeping on anybody yet.
Yeah, his finishing is just, I'm not talking about his floater. Like, I know he's able to get to that floater, but I joke around with my friend all the time. Like, have we ever seen Quickly just make a basic layup in the half-court setting? Like, it's rare when you see him just drive straight or drive strong to the basket and try to finish over someone with, like, a layup. Yeah. I understand why he goes to that floater, though, because if you look at Quickly, like, we've seen him dunk, like, just a basic two-handed dunk, but he's not the most athletic. Like, we've never seen a finish, like, he's not going to do what D Rose does. Like, you'll never see him bust out, like, some reverse layup or something like that. He's just a very fundamental player. Like, he knows his limits out there on the court. I'm not asking him to be a future star, Jamal Crawford, or anything like that off the bench. I'm just asking him to not hurt the team. And, like, when you have Quickly out there too long, he's the type of player, he's either going to help your team so much with, like, big-time momentum.
Yeah.
Like, literally, when he would come in the game or he would hit a deep three, literally, the team would just gain so much confidence. We even saw in Game 1 versus the Hawks, when he drilled that deep three, the guard went crazy.
Was going crazy.
Bro, that was wild. And then he either just gives you a lot of momentum or just absolutely hurts your team. Because I feel like he's worked on this or has gotten better with this, but when his shot isn't falling, like, sometimes he keeps shooting it. And I'm like, all right, you're starting to hurt the team now. Like, start moving the basketball or something like that. So he's a streaky player, though. We've learned that.
Yeah, and I was gonna add on to that streaky player, because I remember when in Orlando, like not the Magic game at the Garden. When the first time we played Orlando, in Orlando, he couldn't hit a shot to save his life. Then the second half, as soon as he lost that contact lens, as soon as he put it back on, he kept hitting shots. I think he had like 5 straight 3-pointers made. He was going off that. That's what I'm saying. But he got to keep doing that, man. I think Go ahead.
I think his 3 after he lost his contact, I think that was the 3 that broke the Knicks 3-point record.
Yeah, it did, actually.
Like, in a game. That was wild. So how do we do that and freaking crap the bad? I don't understand that at all.
He's a player. I mean, it is. I'm not gonna say it's easy to play in New York. Like, this is the media of sports. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Like the center of attention is on New York City sports. So if we win, oh my God, New York Knicks, wow, ESPN everywhere. If we lose, the Knicks is trash. You know what I'm saying? Knicks are not going nowhere. This and that. That if we're bad, right? Quickly, I think now in full capacity, he's starting to see okay, because he did great in the playoffs. I'm not saying that, but now it's like this is like his actual like season. Like let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm not gonna say the pressure is getting to him because he's still like firing a lot of shots. He's not scared to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling like he's trying to do a little bit too much, if that makes sense. Like,
I agree.
not in a bad way, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's overthinking it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He thinks that, if I don't make this shot, I gotta have to keep shooting the ball, or else Tibbs is not gonna, play me as if you know what I'm saying? I think he's gotten to that point where in this season, I think that like I don't want to explain it, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's afraid that if I keep playing bad, Tibbs is not gonna play me. You know what I'm saying? So he has to keep trying to prove himself more, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean. So someone asked, I'll ask you this question. What would y'all do differently with the rotation, or do you guys think it's good? Do you like the rotation or you don't like the rotation? This game, I'm not going to lie, I thought we put RJ Barrett in too late. Because I'm like, Tibbs, you never have a problem playing RJ more minutes. Can you check, how many minutes did RJ play in this game?
I got you right now.
I wonder how many minutes he played.
I got you right now.
I don't know why Richard Jefferson is on ESPN talking a lot of shit about
like Richard Jefferson, just shut up, bro. Like, really, like, just shut up.
You know what's funny? He made up that story about how the Knicks wanted to sign him, and he said no. Apparently, he made that up. What's going on, Falcon? He says trade Randle and Fournier for Paul George and Batum.
Randle played 34 minutes today.
No, RJ. How many minutes he play?
Oh, I'm bugging. I'm sorry. RJ played 34 minutes today. RJ played 34 minutes.
So you're telling me Tibbs was afraid to so 34 minutes.
Let me read out RJ's stats real quick. So in 34, this was not that good of a shooting night for
he was
RJ.
8 for 20, right?
Dang, that's not that good.
It's not.
2 for 6 from 3-pointer, but he had 23 points.
Let's take the positive from it though. RJ took 20 shots. We actually let him shoot a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Like he had 27 last game, but on 13 shot attempts.
I'm gonna read you the past 4 games, right?
Okay.
The Bulls, he had 20. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The Pelicans, he had 35. Toronto, he had 27, and now this game he has 23. Like, bro, this is his breakout season. If anybody in the chat disagrees with me, year three, this is his breakout season, bro. I'm trying to tell you guys, bro. Points wise,
I agree.
Points wise.
Yeah, I don't know what's going through Tibbs' head. I know he wanted to rest him for the end of the fourth quarter, but I felt like it wasn't too little too late when RJ came in. But just like he was just so hot, I was like, RJ just had it going. Like at one point, he put the team on his back. He had 12 points in the third quarter, I think.
Yeah.
It was something wild like that. But it's gonna get to the point. I have a question for you. If Randle continues to struggle, RJ plays well. Tibbs ain't gonna do this. I feel like he's too stubborn. Yeah, honestly.
I know what you're going.
But would you run the offense through RJ?
Would I run off like as RJ?
Yeah. Would you run the offense through RJ?
Yeah. Yes, I will. Because if you give that responsibility to a 21-year-old, if you give that responsibility to a 21-year-old, because RJ Barrett always wanted the ball in his hands, like the last play. Even his rookie year, he didn't do that good.
Yeah.
He always wanted the ball in his hand. If you run the offense now, you decide, all right, RJ, we're going with you to run the offense. Mm-hmm. You don't think that he will go off like this season? You don't think like he could be dropping 25 if the offense run him, because RJ passes, he makes quicker decisions than Randle. He doesn't take 10 seconds to make a pass or back. He either dribbles, goes to the paint, fakes like he's driving up, passes it to the big man, dunk. Like that's what we need, bro. Or pass it out. Because Julius Randle, I think he wants to do better than last year. He wants to how do I say it? He wants to erase those playoffs from last year. He wants to do better, exceed better.
Wait, what
happened?
This is wild. So I have 2K. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But I got 2K in the background, right?
All right.
You ever not play 2K and it pops up demo mode and just
Yeah,
the
it does.
gameplay?
Yeah.
Why are the Knicks playing the Pacers
Yeah.
and Indiana?
Yeah.
What the
There's
heck is
no
that?
way.
That's
Same
so weird.
jerseys?
I didn't click anything. I've been talking
Oh
to you.
my, no,
We're
no.
on the road too.
Oh nah,
That's
I
just
don't believe you.
I didn't click anything.
No.
Because I looked over earlier, I was like, it's just Sabonis. They're probably playing some other team. And then the Knicks are. I'm not lying. The Knicks are playing the Pacers.
Now
We'll
what?
see who. We'll see
What
who
are?
wins in this though. I know it's wild.
Oh, my,
It's wild.
oh, what was I saying?
Talking about RJ
Oh
running
yeah,
the offense
RJ.
though.
Running the offense for him. All right. Because like I said, RJ makes quicker decisions, and I think Randle thinks that he needs to run the offense, but he could still score 20 a game.
Yeah.
With not running the offense, like RJ passing to him or Kemba Walker getting an open screen and he moves without the ball. You can move without the ball and get an open shot. You know, he could score 20 off that. I'm not saying he shouldn't run the offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he keeps playing like this though, through these 8-game stretches, the best game he had so far this year was versus the Celtics. Great game overall for Julius Randle.
Who? Oh, okay, Julius. Yeah.
But if he keeps playing like this through these 7-game stretches, I think they're gonna have to run the offense off RJ. I'm sorry. Like in big situations, he's proven that RJ has proven that he can hit those big shots. Like even in that Raptors game when we were down 9, he hit a. You remember he got that steal, clutch through when we needed it. With like 1 minute and 7 seconds to go, he hit the 3.
Or even the Celtics game, he did nothing in the first half. I remember he hit a big 3. I think it was in overtime.
Yeah,
he was just playing well.
I don't know why he waits though. Why he's a second half player? Like he topped 0 that first game.
It's so weird. It's so
he had 19
so
points.
Yeah, I don't understand. Some goes into like just not getting the ball. But will RJ's career end up like this? Because we know at the start when Beal and John Wall played together, John Wall was the number 1 option.
Yeah, for sure.
Then when John Wall left, Bradley Beal was the number 1 option. Is it gonna end up like that?
Oh, you see, I don't think so.
I don't want it to though. The Wizards freaking sucked when John Wall left.
And don't get me wrong, those are our guys, bro. I'm riding with those guys until they're on our team, like until they're off our team, like R.J. Barrett, Julius. I'm riding with those guys, bro. Like there are players without Julius. If Julius Randle was to go down right now, because you guys understand, he's still a big part of our team. So if Julius Randle was to go off for the season, done for the season right now, how much of an impact would that make for our team?
We're not making the playoffs.
Thank you.
We're not.
The hate of Julius Randle right now, I understand it, but yeah, the people that are going overboard, they gotta stop that, bro. Because if RJ, it would have been a different story if Julius Randle was out for the season now.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with that, Devin.
We wouldn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, and I agree with that, Devin. RJ's in his 3rd year and he's already a higher IQ player than Randle. I agree with that. I would run the offense through RJ and Evan Fournier, have Randle play off ball and in the deep paint. RJ Barrett would average 30. So you're high on RJ. RJ would average 30. That's tough. 30 points.
That's like MVP caliber. Like
he said, RJ would average 30 if Randle went down. Let's be real. Even if Randle went down, averaging 30 is
that's
100
this
points.
is the NBA, bro.
Like that's wild. And knowing Tibbs, he would probably have Fournier as the number 1 option.
Yeah. If it was ever a day where Fournier was the number 1 option for the New York Knicks, that's not a good look.
Dude, I agree with you, Minus. I appreciate being here. There was one point I was like, bench Randle. I just want to see Obi out there. At one point. I was like, Randle was really pissing me off.
And don't you notice, like, if the play's not run for Julius, he seems out of in the huddle. You could tell. Like you could tell something's like not like clicking. Like I don't know if it's just me, like, or you guys don't agree with me, but something feels off with Julius. I don't know if it's because of his second kid. Like
I'm not sure.
But and this is nothing with his personal life. I'm just saying I don't know if it was his kid, second kid, but something just feels off, man.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
And I have a question. Do you think it's BS? A lot of people were saying that Julius Randle is jealous of the success RJ's having right now. And he's afraid RJ's going to end up being the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not falling for that, no.
I don't know. Julius just doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't seem as happy for his teammates, but there's just not a certain energy with him. There is moments though on the court that he's smiling, but then
Yeah,
there's certain moments I'm so pissed off. I'm like, all right, we're down 10 points. Take the smile off your damn face. Like
like
it
play
was
ball.
just so annoying. Devin
By
says
the way, I'm
Randall.
gonna spend like 2 more minutes in here, and then I gotta be out.
All right, sounds good. Randall's realizing that RJ's already becoming better than him, and RJ's only 21, and Randall's in his prime.
Yeah, you guys are going crazy now. Like,
Wait, Randall's realizing that RJ's already becoming better.
we don't even know that though. Like,
All right, let's be real with Randall. Randall had I know people are gonna bring up, oh, no fans and all that crap, right? Randall was good for an entire season. RJ's been good for the past 4 games. I'm not saying RJ wasn't good last year, but I'm talking about like much improved these past 4 games. Let's at least wait 10, 20 more games until we say, wait, but he says he's already becoming better. Okay, then
oh,
we'll see. White Falcon says Rose, RJ, PG 13, Obi, Mitch, Kemba, Burks, Batum, Taj, Noel, trade Randall and Fournier for PG. Oh, he said this already.
bro,
Start
what?
Rose and Obi.
Oh my!
I don't think.
If we was to start Rose and Obi, no. I mean, nah. We gotta give Kemba a chance, bro. We can't just like bench him already after D Rose already made a commitment that he was gonna be the sixth, the off the bench, and we can't even like. Nah, I don't think. We should.
Yeah. Guys, drop a couple more comments. We'll read those and then I'm going to end the stream. Javier says Randall's a good player, but people need to chill with RJ. He's still developing for his age. I agree.
I agree, but this is his breakout season. It's gonna be this year is gonna be out of all three. This might be his best year. Like I think this year's gonna be his best year.
No, I think what Javier is saying that like RJ's playing good, but let's chill.
Okay.
Like he's not better than Randall yet.
Yeah, not yet. I agree.
RJ's a better defender. Right now he is. I don't know. Julius I thought he was a very good defender last year. He's a better shooter. Is he better? He's a better shooter this year. I thought Randall shot 40% from 3 last year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and overall better IQ. Is he a better? Randall's a better free throw shooter too. I don't know. And overall better IQ. I agree with that. Randall's a diva. I'm not gonna say Randall's a diva. Now I think we're getting out of hand. All right, I'll read this. RJ needs Paul George, not Randall. Do we need a small forward? IJS. What's that, man?
So these police is going crazy outside of my house, bro.
It's the Knicks. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. Big shout out to Mets Talking. I believe that's his YouTube channel name. Make sure to subscribe to him. He dropped a recap video yesterday. I decided to go live. I'm not dropping a recap video for this game. I'll just be pissed off.
Yo, I just want to thank you for letting me on your stream. You know, I'm a big fan of yours, so I used to watch. I never watch it, but I watch your recap videos every game. So
thank you.
I just really appreciate you having me on the stream, bro.
Yeah, of course, man. You could be on anytime. And no, I'm not trading Julius Randle for Ben Simmons. No, thank you. But yeah, guys, have a great night. Shout out to Mets Talking. Have a great one, man.
Thank you, man. Peace.